And we're back on the Mana Symbol channel, hot off our sick league with Eldrazi Tron hosting the Tunneling Cat. This is another deck that Kaya and my good friend Mordekaiser at MordetoLight, twitch.tv, as people have been telling me, /MordetoLight, has been playing a bunch of. I think he went on a 10-0 run with something very similar to this the other day. So, what are we playing? Oh, Mord, get out of the sulk zone. Dude, I'm making up stuff now because you're being mopey. So what are we playing here? We're playing 80 card blue white Chalice Midrange? Question mark. So Chalice Control is the sort of new hyper metagamed version of blue white control, and it's playing Chalice of the Void. It's playing Supreme Verdict. It's playing Solitudes, Counterspell, Archmage's Charm, and Prismatic Ending. So Prismatic Ending and Chalice of the Void are kind of a 1-2 punch that's just really good in the modern metagame because Prismatic Ending gives you 1 mana removal that doesn't get countered by Chalice, and Chalice also gives you extra percentage points against things like the Cascade decks. And then where you build out from there is usually with Teferi Time Ravelers. Those decks play Hero of Dominaria and creature lands in the form of Celestial Colonnade usually. This one is also playing 3 Celestial Colonnade. But this one asks the question, well, what if we played 80 cards for Yorion Sky Noodle and some Restoration Angels to team up with our Solitudes? And we're still playing Spreading Seas. This attacks Urza's Saga. Plays Wall of Omens, just a good defensive card too. We've got Fire Ice because we're splashing into red for fire in the main deck, as well as a third color for Prismatic Ending. And then we've got some Lightning Helixes in the sideboard. In this case, you could play Wear Tear if you really wanted to, but Spreading Seas is probably good enough to shut down sagas. We've got Archmage's Charms. We've got 1 of Force of Negation in our 80 card deck, and 1 of Brazen Borrower, and 2 Memory Deluge. So I would consider these to sort of be the flex spots in this archetype. I've seen other versions that are playing none of these cards and spread these slots around. Oh, and the 1 of Dovin's Veto too. Is that even enough blue sources in a deck this large? So we're playing 32 lands, which I believe in a 60-card deck would be approximately 24-25. What's Omen of the Seas for? It's just an excellent cantrip that gets flickered with Yorion. Blue cards to pitch to Force of Negation. Well, you're only playing 1 Force of Negation, and I'm assuming you hard cast it as often as you pitch it. But you'd want 14 in a 60-card deck, and in your 80-card deck you have 30. So we're good. Very, very, very good. I think 14 is assuming you have 4 Force of Wills, so it's like 18 or 17, I guess, counting the other ones. But this is a ludicrous amount. Yeah, anything that's blue-white could pitch. Teferi could pitch, Verdict could pitch. Anyway, I've messed up where everything's sitting, so let's go play. So Mord has been just absolutely losing his stuff about enjoying playing this deck. I'm pretty excited to try it out. I'll probably try the more cut and dry blue-white tomorrow, or maybe the league after this. We'll see. This is definitely more Mord's speed than the sort of draw-go blue-white. Although draw-go is not very... Draw-go is not actually a great way to play right now, so that's why you're playing so many cards that attack the metagame, like Chalice, Spreading Seas, Teferi. Is Mord going to join me in voice or not? I mean, he can. I assume he's busy doing stuff. He usually is in the evening until he gets his stream up. What's Spike? Spike's only on 5 trophies. All right, I gotta get some more trophies this weekend. I'm gonna grind this weekend. We're gonna get up there on the board. I want people to see the name. Lost to the 0-1 dude. F. Oh, pie. You're still in the club. We were just trying to motivate you. I got follows from Tiger, GZ, MQ, and Captain Awesome that are not playing. Thanks for the follows, folks. I don't know why. There was a bunch of follows. I'm so sorry. My follower alerts are not going off. Should try literally grinding this weekend. I was tempted by it, Jiggy. If I was going to go to Vegas, I'd almost want to play that deck. This is not a great opener, but we have all the lands we need to play all our spells, and Fire Ice buys you a lot of time against small aggressive decks. But yeah, Jig, if I were going to go to Vegas, I would probably spend a lot of time playing your deck and see if I could go playing that, just because I think it's probably not particularly well known. I'd probably end up playing Creativity, but I would grind a bunch of Breach and then try playing it in paper. Yeah, but that's the thing, Jiggy. If you have more than me going all of a sudden, so Ice is going to be very good here. This is not an island, so I can't play Glacial Fortress off that, but I can play it off this one. Play where there's going to be a lot of misplays, yeah, but we're pretty tight players because we're grinders, right? Like, and the only thing is to learn your deck inside and out. Our opponent, nice acceleration. Nice acceleration, opponent. Got trigger. Oof. Collector, oof. Set him back. Do you mean the 4-color Yorion pile? They wanted blue mana, I'm helping. Do you mean the 4-color Yorion pile, Mord? With the Omnaths and everything? Yeah. That's your kind of deck. Ooh. Oh, it's Elementals. Okay, this makes sense. I wasn't actually sure what they were going to... Oh, there's a Kihira, so I should have known. That's fine. So I'll get my third color here. We have to see what we draw because this is not... Well, I mean, Jake, I wouldn't be planning on going if it wasn't for things like that. Oh, there we go. So we'll just use that. Fielding them would feel good this turn, but I don't think I can do that. And we can solve Omnaths and etc. I do know people in Vegas, so like, it's possible we might be able to have someone hook us up at least with some good information. I know a magician who lives in Vegas. I'm not kidding. I wish I was kidding. No, I don't. That's an awesome statement. Okay, not my favorite, but we'll be able to deal with that probably. They bounce nothing? Sure. Oh, they're trying to find land. That makes sense. So this is 5 mana to attack. I can't quite do it right now. I might be able to help you out with that, Kaya. We'll see. Because I'm going to at least one of those days, but maybe both. So... I guess I could just blow up their cavern and draw 2. That doesn't feel very good. But it does set me up to Colonnade down the Teferi. The danger there being if they Solitude my Colonnade, that's like a pretty huge blowout. I guess we could just field into Wall of Omens this turn. Doesn't feel particularly good. Or just play Resto. None of this is great because they have the Teferi, but... I guess I could find another Fire Ice, too. Wall of Omens means when I play Resto, I get to draw a card. So I kind of like that. This isn't as good as drawing 2 cards, but Archmage's Charm, if we can solve their board, is going to be really good at countering their big Haymaker cards. Okay, there's the land I needed, so here's hoping it's relevant. Elementals is not an easy matchup for a control deck like this. There's a lot of cards in our deck that are not super useful. This actually is fixing their mana, because they can play Omnath off their 4 lands. But they don't have it, which is good. Might be Fury. Nope, not Fury. They might just be waiting because they feel comfortable because of the Teferi. Looks like that's the case. So they have Ephemerate up potentially. So I think I'd rather play Wall of Omens plus Resto this turn rather than playing into getting blown out by Solitude on the Colonnade. Give me that card, baby. There it is. Let's see if they also have the Ephemerate. If they get to wipe my board here, it won't be fun. But at least we'll get to fire back with Verdict against whatever they put out. Teferi's causing a lot of problems. Yeah, there it is. All right. All the worst things are happening. So they have recouped their card advantage. That's Omnath, right? Yeah. It's the only thing that's so complicated it would have them stumble. Second Cameron's fine. We have second field. Don't recoup your chickens before they hatch. Yeah, something like that. Thanks, Dobaroon. I love the actually float when I'm in first main phase. It's like, yeah, I guess. Get him! Maybe I should have held that for longer. But I feel like leaving an Omnath in play is just asking for trouble. I know one of the cards in their hand is Kahira still. They pitched Solitude to Solitude. So they're down 2 Solitudes that we know of. So if I am going to go Colonnade attack to Teferi, now's the time to do it. Yeah. We'll see what we draw, but all other things being equal, yeah, let's go for it. Yeah. If we get Solitude here, it's probably just over. If we don't, we're in a pretty good spot. Nope. Never assume they always have it, because sometimes they just don't. I have Solitude Resto here. The problem with letting the Risen Reef resolve is they draw a card and they could have an Ephemerate. So let's just say no. They could also have another Risen Reef right afterwards. So, all right, good spot. Oh yeah, yeah. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Oh my god, I forgot I'm a Yorion deck. Yeah, I had 8 mana. If I had realized that I was Yorion deck, I would have done it. My bad. Did they not attack? Yeah, I literally forgot I was Yorion deck. First match with this deck. They can't attack into Colonnade? I mean, they could. Yeah, see? They could just be a baller, Mord. Are you telling me my opponent's not a baller? Are you suggesting that they are not balling out of control? Because I don't believe you. I won't take that from you, sir. Omnath? No. Very blue. Muldrifter. Rude. Let's try to kill it before they draw an Ephemerate. If I get God here, I get God here. I guess we have Resto, so we'll stop the second draw too. Yeah, of course they had it. It's a Muldrifter world, y'all. We're just living in it. It's a Muldrifter world. So they know I have Yorion in hand. So if I attack with Solitude, they should block. Right? I guess not. So we just jam Omen into Yorion. If I had more mana... Okay, don't... Chalice is way too late, and I definitely don't want Colonnade. I don't want a second Colonnade, I guess. Yeah, they don't play any Wrath of any kind. Because I don't think that they do. Oh, and I can Spreading Seas. Man, Spreading Seas just coming in clutch. God, I love me some Spreading Seas. And Yorion. I miss this, Mord. I can see why you love this deck. It's like enigmatic, but it's not as hard. It's like some of your cards are actually well positioned. Spreading Seas is amazing in this meta. I believe it. Hey, Brian. How's it going, buddy? They have another one? No way. Please tell me they're just F6 equity. There's no way they have another Ephemerate. Oh my god. Brutal. Insane. So I could pitch for Force of Negation on one of them. But I don't think it's worth it. At least these Ephemerates are getting blown on a Muldrifter. Like, they're way scarier when they're on an Omnath or Solitude or Fury. And we have more verdicts to draw into. Opponent, this is your upkeep. What are you doing? Oh, shit. They're playing a Solitude. No. This is... I mean, this is fine. And I could force one of them, but I can't force both of them, so it's fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. They're killing my creatures in this case, but, like, they're not drawing as many cards, so I feel like this isn't that bad. Oh, they're drawing? Really? Wait, that means I can force this one and then Resto to clear their board a little bit. That's probably worth it. Okay. Well, we'll see what they target, but yeah. No, because I want to save this for blanking. I want to save these cards for blanking the... Does that make sense? No, that's like the only non-creature spell they play, right? Yeah, I probably should have jammed it there. Well, no, they could bolt my Solitude in response to Resto. That's fine. At least they didn't have a Risen Reef out during any of that. That would have been death. Oh, that would have been death, in the words of Krusty the Clown. Yeah, I know. They are getting quite close to decking. Okay, that's a good draw. How lit would Mesmeric Orb be here? Fairly lit. Fairly lit. Let's get rid of this Risen Reef. And then Counterspell and Force. Because again, they only have one Ephemerate left in their deck, which I suppose they could find quite easily, but looks like this game is going to be much more about resources than it is about life total, which is not surprising at all. So all I have to do is counter the most relevant spell they play this turn. The last time that was true, Brian, was Mirrodin. Which, by the way, we were talking about today in Spike's chat a little bit. And Mirrodin, like, if you think about it the right way, Mirrodin had less cards banned than Eldraine. If you consider all 5 artifact lands together as, like, I don't know, call it 2.5 cards. Mirrodin had less cards banned than Eldraine did. And that was a whole block versus one set. What's up, Arcane99? Yeah, Trinisphere is the right text. So they have an Omnath in hand, right? They can't decide what to do. Yeah, that doesn't make it, opponent. Brown shoes don't make it. Eldraine had some doozies. I still think Eldraine was awesome too. I'm just saying, like, it was just an amazing realization, Shauna, that Eldraine had more cards banned in Standard than Mirrodin Block did. No, dude, I love Adventures. I love Adventures. The funny thing is Lucky Clover was the adventure card that got banned. Block? What are they going to do? Pitch, Fury, post-con... I'm just going to take it. Nobody cares about Standard. It's a poop format by design. It's the only format they do design! That should not be an okay thing to happen, Shauna. I just want to state that very clearly. Standard being bad is, for lack of a better term, a failure. Yeah, so I called the Fury properly. Unfortunately, this means my Solitude is going to die, which is going to make the rest of this game really, really annoying. But it is going to be hard for them to win. I mean, I like all those cards too, Pi. Alright, let's get rid of the Risen Reef. I mean, them decking is definitely on my mind as a feasible way for us to win this game. They're really not having a good time winning. Still miss Oko. I mean, I never my one regret is I never played the Urza Oko deck. Not once. I never registered that deck for anything. When are we getting a return to Lorwyn? Never. Just like we're never getting a real return to Kamigawa now. There will be no return to the real Kamigawa. Ever. It's gone. Cyberpunk Lorwyn. Miss Uro more than anything. I miss Astrolabe the most. Astrolabe made multiple decks I love better. I mean, Mecha Fairies? That'd be pretty cool. Astrolabe with Yorion was just the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I can't animate the Colonnade and have Veto up, so we'll just block their biggest creature here. I'm taking 2. This is not a way to win the game, opponent. Also, you're dying on clock. Also, you're dying on cards and library. But, you know, I'm sure you'll be fine. If they do have another Fury here, I can't resto my resto because it flickers only non-angel creatures. But that's all right. All right, let's get the song requests on because I didn't actually have them on before. That was not from tonight. And this is closer. Yeah, well, there's the Fury. So they got my resto, but just gotta find a verdict here. We'll just castle because I still have Omen then, and then I can upkeep Omen if I have to. Teferi's probably worth it because it's just gonna distract them enough for a minute. I guess blocking any of their things is... I can draw 2 here instead. And kill their Sprawl. Not that it matters, but... Ending is nice. No, it's not. Doesn't kill anything they have. Woof. Pass the turn. The most important thing about this game is to make my decisions quickly so I don't die on clock in game 2 or 3. Because they are very likely to. So since they're willing to do that, let's counter it. Because I think that means they'll waste some time attacking Teferi. Yeah, we got a 5-0 with E-Tron. I blame Kaya entirely. So I'm taking 10, which is not great. So other primary English speakers, and especially like North American primary English speakers, is it just me that gets tweaked by vanilla? I get really tweaked by the word vanilla. It's vanilla, people. Vanilla. But I'm also like weirdly annoyed by people's pronunciation foibles. I think I'm just a bad person. I don't mean I'm evil. I mean I'm poorly manufactured. You say vanilla? Where are you from, that dirty ginger? I'm just curious about where that comes from. Like which region. Delaware? That's funny. That's in the Northeast. You'd think it'd be way more, like, it would be more similar to English. Wait, you say lava? Lava axe? I enjoy every time I get to hear Mark Rosewater say the word egg. It's like ag. Vanilla? I think you do, Brian. It's actually not relevant at all. It's just one of those funny things where every time I hear vanilla, I'm like, ugh. It's not natural, I say. Whereas for some reason I find most southern pronunciations just charming, but Delaware is weird. It's considered both a northern and southern state. That is weird. You come from a place where you speak really weird. You definitely like drop your R's a bit. Yeah, that makes sense, Brian. Pittsburgh. It's like you almost have the I'm gonna call it a speech impediment, but it sounds like you almost have the speech impediment where you can't pronounce R's properly. It's not Pittsburgh, it's Pittsburgh. Like it's like close to that. Yin's guys going Dan to watch damn Stillas. It's Stillas, right? Like you don't pronounce the R, it's not Stillers, it's Stillas. Yeah, down to. But it's funny, like I say that, but like I'm from Toronto and it's Toronto. Like we don't pronounce the T's in the middle of words a lot. It's not button, it's button. The hardest button to button. All right, we gotta draw this verdict. Otherwise, I'm dead. Nope. Button. Yeah, exactly. Hey, look. It's that card I needed. Trana? Yeah. Trana. Yeah. Heading out to Trana. Jeez, that's a big drive. For anyone who's from like a smaller state, to go from Toronto, the capital of Ontario, to the next province to the west is a 24-hour drive. Canada, it's mostly nothing. Your state isn't even 100 miles long. Yeah, a lot of the like colonial states are quite small, right? New England is tiny. Like all the states are pretty small on average. They minus their Teferi, you fool. Canada has nothing on the Russian wasteland? Yeah, we do. We're the second biggest country in the world. We definitely have something on it. It's the biggest, but we don't have nothing on it. You are more northern than we are, but still, I mean, I'm not going to say we have nothing on it. Hey, opponent, are you going to kill me with an Omnath that's not in play? They're actually really close to decking, aren't they? I kind of don't have time to stop and watch, but I think it's really funny. Alright, 7 cards in hand, 7 cards in library. Good luck, opponent. Good luck. I'm not even sure, like, what they have left. I haven't been tracking too closely. Mord, is this the kind of amazing gameplay that this deck produces? I'm going to deck you in a mid-range deck that has no business decking people. Ah, they got my Teferi. Oh, they probably have more Prismatic Endings in hand. What if they play main deck Endurance? Shh. Shh. Don't you bring that evil on me, Shauna. Oh, they've got 3 fetch lands. Why am I not dead? Are they out of lands? They must be out of lands, right? Yikes. Okay. Oh, they're going to combat. They didn't clear out my Wall of Omens. Sure, I'll Vantress. I think most of the cards on the bottom of the deck are bad, so let's scry. Well, they didn't have an answer to Wall of Omens this time, so excuse me. Thank you. Moto eventually cooperating. They must have fetched at one point and not had a land in their deck, right? That's why they're not fetching? Yes, it's still happening, Texas Stove. This is game 1, for reference. Okay, that's not good enough, opponent, but... Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Because they played it at Flash. Alright. Alright, we lost game 1, guys. Of course, they have to win game 2 in 5 minutes, but, you know. They'll do it, right? Man, I hate playing against control players. It's so slow. Control players, man. Control players. Alright, so Veto is no good, and Force is probably not necessary. I know Teferi was the thing that screwed us up a bunch in the early game, but I don't think it's supposed to. I think Elspeth will be insane if we get in that kind of game again. I want the Memory Deluges. Chalice is not worth it. Yeah. It only shuts down Ephemerate. So I guess I'll take a Subtlety. I like Spreading Seas. Counterspell's fine. I think that's fine. Like, I really like Fire Ice. I guess Borrower is not too good. Another Subtlety would be better than that. Take Subtlety over some Omens? Sure. We could board up both the Omens. Sorry, Shauna, I don't know what I was saying anymore. I'm not intending to leave you hanging. I just sometimes leave sentences hanging and just abandon them like my children. Sorry, Michael. We're going to keep this one. It seems fine. Obviously, Prismatic Ending for 2 is not great on the opener, but... Oh, Elspeth. What? Yeah, I got it. I see. I don't have to ice them on turn 2, right? There's nothing that Elementals is going to play on 2. 3 is where they start playing stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather time walk them and then play Elspeth. Yeah. So then Elspeth gives me some protection against a Teferi. This classiest of humors is brought to you from cold, sunless Moscow. Yes, visit Moscow today and have one of our Moscow mules. No, not the delicious beverage with ginger beer. We mean literally take home one of our mules. We've got hundreds of them. We can't eat anymore. Humor on the Mana Symbol channel is improvised by Mana Symbol. Cube. Love it. This gives up to 2 target creatures you control +2/+1. No, I wasn't, Shauna, but... Well, the Moscow Mule is a beverage, so I don't know. Okay, so this gets me red mana. Doesn't solve my Omnath problem. Nothing in my hand solves my Omnath problem. So that sucks. Alright, I'm opening your spice, but I don't have time to read it right now. I guess I should just verdict this. Yeah, probably. And then make more tokens. If I'm going to do that, let's attack first. Who's calling me at night? I didn't know you. Sure. Go! Human soldier tokens. Go! Moscow Mule is a great drink. Ginger beer and rum. No, vodka. Rum is the other good one. Dark and Stormy. Yeah. One of the only, I think it's 2 beverages that are officially trademarked. Yes, yeah. Exactly. Oh, I know. I know my fun facts. So let's go... Crap. I don't have a counter if they have Ephemerate, but I'm just going to assume that I'm going to beat them with this. They have 7 cards in hand. They're just going to have the Ephemerate, right? So let's not do that. A Minsk Mule or a Moscow Donkey? Okay. Go team. Smash. No, the drink with cream is a White Russian, which is actually delicious, by the way. Sounds awful. It's actually very, very good. I should have countered the Solitude, right? Although I feel like I want to counter the Ephemerate more. Assuming they have it. They do, of course they do. Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, it's a very, very similar name, but it's, yeah, White Russian. So, prominently featured in The Big Lebowski. Vodka topped with beer? Man, they love drawing their fucking Teferis, huh? And I'm 1 mana short of playing the oh, I could have endinged it. Nah, Resto's better, because it draws me a card and then... Nope, that... Alright, it's fine. Mox's Cafe next to Card Kingdom in Seattle has such good Italian sodas. Ooh. I love a good Italian soda. Do they have gelato too? Oh, I love gelato. It's like ice cream with less calories. Alright, so we'll go combat first. Oh, this is endurance, huh? Fair enough. Alright, so we can counterspell a Ephemerate, which is basically it. Yeah, Memory Deluge is sweet. Well, at least this isn't killing me quickly. But Double Cavern is so brutal. I'm just going to Verdict this turn, I think. Nah, let's Ending. If I can hold on to the Verdict longer. Probably kills them on time if I hold on to my stuff longer. And I can minus here on nothing to draw a card. I guess I could get blown out by Fury this way, but at the same time, we've got Verdicts. We're not dying. They can't win this game. Yeah, I don't think they can win this game, Kaya. Not Elementals. Whoa! Well, that was unexpected. Yeah, it really is cube. It's almost over, so I... Elspeth, Sons of Nemesis. Okay, so I'll buff my Wall of Omens. Smash! No, I'd really rather you didn't. Nope. Get out of here. Back of the hand. Oh my god, they also... They can't kill me, but like... It's really annoying. You're being really annoying, opponent. Do you think I enjoy timing you out? I mean, I do, but... It feels dirty. I mean, the only way that Spider's Reanimator deck is going to turn 2 Arc on you is by Thoughtseizing themselves on turn 1, which is suicide, right? So, I wouldn't worry about getting turn 2 Arc on that much in Modern. There's got to be a Fury, right? Yeah. That's just nowhere near good enough, opponent. Oh, consider... I mean, that's an unbelievable nut draw, but yeah, you're not wrong. I don't think I've ever seen it happen, but yeah, it's definitely possible. What are you gonna do? Attack me for 3 and have me block? Yeah, you're not. I'd like to fetch. All right, untap your lands. No, please choose them. All right, anyone want to see a concession verdict? I'm not even attacking first. I don't give a shit. Game. All right, round 2. Gaze into turn 2 Archon. Oh, so you've been playing Reanimator with Otherworldly Gaze. How's it been going generally? I haven't heard anyone who's been testing it, but I assume someone has, and it can't be that bad. Otherworldly Gaze is like surprisingly great. All right, round the second. Yep, 5-0 with Etron. We did indeed. All right, good keep. Strong keep. Oh, no. Please be control this time. Please. Not again. Oh, thank God. I was worried we were going to have to slog through more elementals. So this is not an island. They spreading seas my colonnade. Fair. But what if I spreading seas your colonnade, huh? Eh? I just don't want to play against the same matchup again, Cookie Ninja. That's really all it is. Like... So we have the out for Teferi here. But we're going to play Wall of Omens off of a Triome. I think we should be favored in this mirror match. I say mirror match. It's not a mirror match. They're on like the actual control build, and we're on the 80 card Yorion deck. They might charm here. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. So I do have an island. Yeah, good. Magic Online correctly recognizes my island's right to be. Chocolate donut. Boom. Memory Deluge. Sure. I can't resto here because if they have Hero of Dominaria, it's really bad. There are 9 cards in hand. Goodness gracious. I love this island from Mirrodin. It's gorgeous. The Quicksilver Seas. Well, that's terrifying. But I have the out if they have the counter for the counter. Yep. They'll plus? No, they probably won't plus, right? They're not stupid. They are stupid. All right. I don't actually mean that. I'm just saying, like, I would have minused. Oops. Get ended. That's the, yeah. I mean, if they have a Teferi 5 here, I'm just in huge trouble, but generally speaking, I feel like we should be favored in this matchup. Obviously, at the moment, it's not looking particularly good for us, but you want to try a Teferi 5 over second Memory Deluge? Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of sense. They're castling? They're solituding. I'm into that. Nice clock, dude. What if I blew you out? Oh, it's so good! That might be like, oh, they only have 2 mana up. Let me force through my Haymaker. No freaking way. Get out of here. What are you doing not playing Resto Angel? Friggin' nerd. That's fine. It's not the words I would have used their hands, but all right. Oh, they've cut me off of red. Oh no. You got me so good, opponent. Let's ice their white here. Yeah, fire ice is not that useful here. They also cut me off of red, so we might as well cycle it now. Yep. Forcing me to be blue-white control. Oh no, it's horrible! Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, hands. Michael, I blew myself. I was the world's first analysis that was also a therapist. You know. Like, just unbelievable writing on that show. I was the world's first analrapist. I want to check the cards you had printed out. Hey, opponent. I still have a Castle Vantress. Aren't you jelly? I bet you are. Look at me scrying too. You wish you could do this, don't ya? Eh? I kind of want both these cards. I guess I want Counterspell first. So it turns out attacking with my Resto isn't making any headway. Well, that's annoying. Well, alright then. We could start blocking. I should have blocked there. I would have taken 3 less damage. Just being loose because I'm trying to play fast, but I'm actually playing badly. Blue, blue, blue. Let's try to draw. Good. Not a good draw, though. Okay, then. Fast and badly. Sounds like your average Saturday night. Okay, you need to chill the fuck out. Oh, right. The flashback. So I can't animate Colonnade this turn. It's probably okay. Oh, I still have Yorion. What am I doing? Do I want them to blow 2 counterspells here? Probably. Counter. My god, is Yorion about to draw me so many cards? Oh, also that's not a bad draw. Probably with Yorion though. Seems like we're drawing a lot of cards here. Also, could have endinged the Spreading Seas on at least one of my utility lands, but it's okay. We'll get around to it. Okay. Good draw. Very good draw. Thank you, deck. Hard cast Shark Tooth. Well, that's terrifying. I don't know what just happened, but I'm okay with it. Welcome, Hugo. Alright, so we're against Blue-Eye Control. More vetoes. So far we've hit 2 bad Chalice matchups in a row, which is fun. And then Elspeth is probably okay here too. I don't think Fire Ice is necessary. It's mostly for the fire side. And then Brazen Borrower is probably okay, but not necessary. I guess Verdict is pretty bad. Maybe we can keep 2, like in case I need to dig to something that's a board wipe. Oh, chef's gonna make love to the children. What a great scene. Cut Verdict, leave in 2 fires. Sure, works for me. But Kaya, they had 2 Solitudes last game. They were beating me down till I won. Sure. We've got an out for Teferi, and that's like the most important. Yeah, of course you can request Trogdor Hands. I fucking love that song. Anything by HomestarRunner.com you can request. I actually have on my iPod, iTunes, I actually have the song on my personal rotation of Because It's Midnight. And I'm going to request it now. Because it's midnight. I think that's how they spell it. What? Screw you, YouTube algorithm. You're garbage. Maybe it's because? It already came on, Hugo. No, you can't. Yeah, that's out. It already played today. I'm not listening to more than once. No, it's okay. No, you requested it last night and it just rolled over to today. It's not your fault. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I just any songs from High School Musical I'm not gonna be particularly enthused to listen to. I'll listen to songs from musicals I don't even like, but not that one. It's a whole different level of hell. All right, so they do have 3 colors, so we'll downtick here. Unlike my opponent, I know how to play Teferi against Prismatic Ending. Ah, dueling Teferis. Do 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 do. Down 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 down. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do down 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 down. Did I miss upticking my Teferi? I bet I did. Right, they had Teferi 5. Well, that's terrifying. They'll play on the next day if I don't remove them. Did they miss untapping their lands? Wild. Well, let's see if we get through on the Teferi. Oh, we have a Teferi. Of course we're going to. Weird. I guess it didn't matter because we had our own Teferi in play. Yeah, that can resolve. That's just wasting time. They're just spinning their wheels for the moment. I need to focus on stopping spells that are either threats or answers. Okay. So, put in the clock. Yeah, you're this is Dance. Sorry, DANCE by Justice. Because I think they're from Quebec. I think they need Verdict here, right? They're stealing a token to stop me from having lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're just gonna kill him. Get out of here. Pants feet? Yeah, but you can put it on again. I like that one. Alright. There's something about poorly written or songs from musicals that I don't like that has like a special place in hell in my heart, but things that aren't that especially like anything that's like comedic like that I don't mind so much. Against Hyper. I can't keep the one-lander. Il Radiatore 2. Thanks for the follow. I love Radiatore. It's my favorite shape of pasta. I don't know why my alerts aren't working, but I'll figure it out at some point. First time sub. Enjoy the... Well, thank you so much, Il Radiatore. So I guess it's very early for you right now? Or it's just 3 in the morning and you're just a late night degen like the rest of us? So you're a Magic player. We're against blue-white with no companion. Okay. At 3-4 a.m. Yeah, I know, because Paiganti is Italian too. Sorry. Yeah. Just want to plug in my phone. Oh, are they on the... What are they on? They're probably on the 4-color Creativity Reanimator deck, if I had to guess. Yes, it is Little Big. I don't know what Little Big is, but this is Little Big's Hypno Dancer. Stabilized at 1. Kaya, how often are you told that you're a legend? Because it's probably not often enough. You should be told. You're a goddamn legend. Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones, calling Dr. Jones. Quality song. Yeah, let's shut off that Triome. Trigger. Okay, we're probably going to fire the tokens at the end of their turn. Nah, we might just play Omen of the Sea. So, are they on, like, 5-color Zoo with Spyro? I guess it's possible. Not bloody likely. Cavern, okay. They're on Elementals with Spyro? Oh, I guess that makes sense. Wild. Okay. Well, we're just going to Verdict here. So we'll go Omen into Verdict. It's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. I want both these cards. I actually don't want the Counterspell. It's dead, Jim. I love the art on Supreme Verdict. The name may not be as good as Wrath of God, but it's close. Wrath of God is like one of my lamented cards that doesn't get printed for Standard anymore. I just love the name Wrath of God so much. And again, we're fighting against Teferi. 4-mana Wrath is too good. I mean, they've printed other 4-mana Wraths. They just have, like, weird riders. Like, in Theros, they had a 4-mana Wrath that was each player that had a creature that was 4 power or more that died gets to draw a card. So, they do print 4-mana Wraths in Standard. Yeah, Doomscar is 3 mana. It's even mo beta. Alright, 2 mana, 3 mana. One mana, 2 mana, 3 mana. Brazen Reef? Alright. You got it. So they don't have white up, which means we can get rid of that. Let's go Charm and Land. No, I want the wall for the future Yorion. Yorion. I don't have to play this now. And I could pitch for Solitude and then resto it if I have to. That's an oops song on it. I got you, hands. All right, fixed. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Not having it. Although, if they have a fetch land, we kind of get got here. The problem was I had to let them get the double draw to... Uh-oh. Okay, this could be bad. Oh, God, it's going to be bad, isn't it? Double Cavern. Yeah, I think I was supposed to let them get the double card there. Crap. I mean, we're not dead or anything, but this just really sucks. Etron's stream was a 5-0, Jacob. Kaya is a wonderful teacher. This is going less well. It's a pretty insane draw from elementals, but I guess I misplayed there by not letting them have the Risen Reef trigger with the Omnath. I should have responded to it and wiped out their board. Should have done the math. They got another Solitude. Brutal. Was Chalice for the entirety of Modern? No. Cascade decks that overly rely in this matchup, literally nothing. That's why I haven't played it. I mean, you can blank Ephemerates with it, but it's not anything. Yes, it's game one. Okay. No. Another Fury. Brutal. Do we have any random colored lands? No. That's why I haven't fetched them. Well, looks like we're going to 2, which is fun. Yeah. In an 80-card deck, we probably should, right, Kaya? I don't... Obviously, it's not necessary in a majority of games, but... I could force and then rip a Verdict. They might play around forcing game 2. Verdict? Nope. No, I played. This is the second game against Elementals this league, and both times I've had Verdicts in my hand where I'm like, wow, this should be good, but it's not because we don't have a 4th color. Scry for Verdict? Did I have enough? I did. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ending is... Couldn't we have Resto Angel to save the other Resto from Fury? Only if Resto didn't say non-Angel. But it does. Maybe Catcher's Triumph. No. Have both. Just have both. Just have both. Like cut some land for a Catcher Triumph. Just it's cool. You'll be fine. Yeah, Hugo. It's to stop 2 Resto Angels from blinking each other infinitely, or actually, sorry, it's for 1 Resto Angel from blinking itself infinitely. So they have to either name it as non-angel or other, or non-white or something. And in the case of Resto, for whatever reason, they picked non-angel. I think it was actually for a lore reason, because in Innistrad, the angels were coming to save the humans, so it made sense for it not to blink an angel. Maybe Deluge? We just really don't have time for this. No, Elspeth is probably just not a good board in here. It feels like it should be to grind, but it's probably not, right? It's making some crappy little human tokens. They're just going to get Furied. Woof. If you never saw the episode of South Park that this is from, there's a reason that this happened. Isaac Hayes didn't like... What the hell? Isaac Hayes didn't like the anti-Scientology episode that they did of South Park. And so I think he quit the show over it, or they had some falling out over that. And, all right. So fielding them here would feel really good, but then I can't play any of this stuff until turn 4, or until like turn 5. So we're going to go this way. Anyway, so Isaac Hayes didn't like that they did the anti-Scientology episodes, so he ended up quitting the show, or they fired him. I don't actually know which, but... and then after that, they did this episode cutting up all of Isaac Hayes' dialogue as chef to sort of zing him, I guess. And also to kill off the character. So if they have an island, they can keep their Kavu the same size. After the field. We'll just see if they play anything this turn proactive. This is Elementals with Territorial Kavu. Weird. I don't think that makes any sense as a juke, but what do I know? They might be 4-color Saheeli. I mean, I guess they could be. Nope. Zing! With Caverns? Yeah, why not? I mean, put Cavern on Cat. It's just weird to play Territorial Kavu with Cavern, right? And Risen Reef. It's bananas. So probably just wipe them out here, huh? Yeah, I think so. We got the better elemental. Ain't nothing in this world like a subtlety. Go get him. Squaw! Squaw! Oh yeah, Jacob, it was really great to see your the emotes working for your channel now. I was really happy about that. Kill land first. Nope, what? I wanted to I bet I messed with their mana the same amount, right? Unless you're saying destroy their land and play Seize, but I wanted to get their 4/4 off the battlefield because it's kind of a pain in the ass. I guess I could have killed the land first in case it actually shrunk the Kavu, but I'm kind of killing them, so I don't hate this situation. Like, I have Subtlety and then Resto Angel, so, like, I'm just going to Temple them out of this game. There's, like, almost no chance they can recover at this point. Shuffle the Reef, though. Oh my god, I could have shuffled the Reef because they put it on top. Yeah, for some reason in my head, the Reef was just back in their hand. Subtlety's a card I've never played with in paper, and I don't play with often online, so I definitely don't think of stuff like that. But it's mostly because I'm bad. This opens me up to Blowout from a Solitude, so let's not do that. Let's play the second Subtlety. I know that I could... Oh, I could have pitched for the... It's fine. We'll be fine. This will be fine. Is Subtlety actually doing good? Subtlety is doing well. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Subtlety's quite good in decks like this, where you can both flicker it and or use it as part of like a tempo plan. Subtlety's like Remand. It's a bit player. Well, I saw the 4/1 earlier today, Jacob. Have you gotten like another 2 4/1s since then? I mean, that's a fantastic record, Jacob. Just, you know, split them up better. Instead of 4/1ing 3 leagues, just 5-0-1, 3-2 others, and then 5-0 the next one. Just split it up better. I do want the Brazen Borrower. It's a solid plan. Your brain likes uniform. Yeah, uniform distributions only. Again, also, I think it's probably a good idea for you to spend a dedicated part of your stream streaming things for more enjoyment, and then other dedicated parts of your stream trying to be more competitive, and set them up intentionally and aggressively hold to those strictures. I think it's probably a bit much to try to always be innovating and being like on the cutting edge at the same time. It's very, very, very difficult to be successful at both those things at once. So, like, maybe just the first league every time you stream, like, do something interesting that you want to do, and then the rest of them play what you think is best at the time. Just as a, you know... This doesn't look good enough, but I'm going to keep the 7. We'll just draw whatever we need, right? Yeah, see? We'll just draw what we need. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. We're going to ice them before they get to 3 mana. We're going to play Teferi. They're going to have nothing. It's going to be nice and clean. Man is not wrong. They missed their land drop, or they got screwed up by the ice. Both are pretty believable. Breaking the chains, you gotta cut me some. Heart of a lion and the wings of a bat because it's midnight. I love this song. This is quality parody, is what this is. Spyro, sure. Man, their deck is so much cooler than ours. There's exactly bugger all in space? You mean statistically? That's not what he meant. Statistically, space is empty. They make that joke in Hitchhiker's Guide. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Spinal Tap because it's a parody of like an 80s hair metal band. So, yeah, that is entirely accurate, Jacob. Limousine was the Brothers Chaps, which are the people responsible for HomestarRunner.com. It's them parodying 80s hair metal bands. Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard. I mean, there's more. Rat with 2 T's. So I could resto their Spyro here, but that plays into a whole bunch of crap. Although I can't play around much. They're kind of missing green mana at the moment. I don't know. I'm just going to let this go. I don't think it makes sense to do anything at the moment. Although this probably means I should have Spreading Seized on the main phase. But they didn't have a good land for me to Spreading Seize because I know they're playing at least 4 colors. Yeah, the deck we're playing against is Elementals with Spyro and Territorial Kavu. It's wild. I have no idea what they're trying to do. Yeah, there's the green. Though they're not using it. Playing Teferi? Shit. I can Omen to try to hit a counterspell. I have all 4 of them in. Might as well. Those are not counterspell. Counterspell? Counterspell? Not counterspell. Rats. Okay. I guess this can't really draw me into anything useful. Oh, maybe not. I think I'm supposed to just go like Teferi, bounce an elemental, make them kill a Teferi. It's not going great. Especially if I get Force of Negation. I honestly don't know what they're doing, but Spyro plus Risen Reef is gross. It's just like more than a little bit win more, but you know, it is sweet. What a cast. Wow. Ooh, Ephemerate the Spyro. Jesus. I don't know. Like, I felt like I could win this game a half a second ago, but now... I don't know, man. That's messed up. Yeah. The value. Yeah, they're running a little hot, but like... So we go fire. If they have another Ephemerate, we're kind of screwed. Yeah, we can't beat that. Alright. You got me, opponent. That was a tough one to lose. Double Ephemerate was too good. If they hadn't had the double Ephemerate, we had a pretty okay shot there, but after that, there's just no way. He's on fire! From downtown! I'm sure technically I could have stayed in that, and if we top deck Verdict, like, I could win, maybe, but, like, I'm not worried about it. Hey, what? No. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll keep this opener. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Black Red Luris. Oh my god. Many baubles. Goodbye, Wall of Omens. Alas, poor Wall of Omens. I knew him well. Oh, nope. It's Jun Sagavan. Ooh, that is a goofy boy. Ah! It's not an island! I pointed it out every other time. I'm so bad at this game sometimes. Ugh, sorry, just wasn't thinking enough. It'll be fine, right? Right? Definitely fine. They'll never find a Thoughtseize. They're just going to put Luris in their hand like a coward. Dueling Banjos is a great example of that escalated quickly. Saga. Okay, so we can ice the Goyf to kind of buy time. Yeah, that's really good. Second Verdict is also pretty okay. I love me some ice. Boop. Cube All-Star, baby. Ain't nothing like a nice ice. Nothing like your friend getting iced. Of course, the verdicts are kind of awkward right now, but we'll be fine, right? Probably. Definitely not. So, Resto Angel to block? Guess I can field the Saga after they activate it. Then we take like 10. Oh no, I can charm the token. So if they attach it to the wrong target, maybe it works out. Alright, we'll see what happens. Sorry, if they attach the Shadow Spear to the wrong target. Yeah, the charm's actually a big draw here. So I'm hoping they put the Shadow Spear on the construct to try to dissuade me from solituding the one large creature. They could also just not. I did, but I'm a moron. Why am I so bad at this game? Just click through it for no good reason. Just take the 10, right? Yeah, charming here doesn't really make any sense. Unless I'm worried about Bolt, which I probably should be, but I'm not. But I should be, but I'm not. Renin 6. It could just ping me to death. And it starts picking up sagas. Okay, so many punts this game. Hey, Epson with the Prime sub. Thank you very much. I think that's actually sub number 3 today. I don't know why the counter's off, but it's also not properly playing alerts, so I don't know what that's about, but thank you very much. Keeps things going here. Keeps the lights on. Verdict. Get out of here, opponent. So they have Luris into probably Renin 6 into Saga, which is horrifying, but at least it's a little bit slow. They might go Luris into Tarmogoyf to just like pedal to the metal. I hope that they do, because that's way better for me. But we'll see. They should get Renin 6. Yeah, okay, that's bad. We can beat it, but it's bad. Jeez. Okay. I have Resto that doesn't do much. And Yorion. Come on, baby. Oh, they drew a bolt and we died. Yeah, so my misplay got me killed at the end there. It's unfortunate. So we want the rest in pieces. Chalice is actually not that good here. I could keep it, but I don't think it makes sense. Engineer Explosives is good. Elspeth is probably good. They are, Hugo. I've talked about it earlier. I don't know why. I didn't intend to turn them off, so maybe it's because of the OBS patch I'm missing. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. Veto's not particularly good. Brazen Borrower is fine. Force is probably unnecessary, and like Counterspell. I don't think I want Helix. Oh, I do want Helix. Because of Ragamans and such. I just boarded out the Chalices. If you can give me a good reason to play Chalice against them. It's not that good. Like, I know they're a Luris deck, but you kind of have to get one on 1 and 2. Plus, they could be playing Kolaghan's Command out of the sideboard because they might be assuming that I'm playing Chalice. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Chalice. Maybe Memory Deluge is too slow. Or maybe it's the Elspeth that's no good. Yeah, you know what? It's probably alright to play Chalice. Just have to be careful about the Chalice into EE. You keep one Deluge? Sure. Keep one Elspeth. This Fire Ice is not that good. We can get the second Elspeth. It's a lot of chump blockers. Yeah, I can't keep the 1-lander. It's not a great 2-lander, but I'll keep it. Yeah, Elspeth is not a lot of cards. It is a lot of mana. Don't you dare. No, that's fine. It's not fine. It is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Damn. That's tough. Well, at least we hit the land. Doesn't matter what I put this on. And even saving it for Saga is not very good, so let's cycle it now. And then next turn I can go EE on 2, pop the EE. Which kills my Spreading Seas, but they already gave me a card back, so it's probably okay. Man, this matchup feels really, really bad. I'm sure it's possible, but I think it's difficult. I think you really have to navigate it well, and I have had a rough go of it. That's fine. That card I came prepared for. And the E on 2 is going to get a double. Or it was. Until your opponent has the exact correct sequence. And obviously this means they're not taking the Solitude or the Lightning Helix, but it's still bad. Yeah. Yeah, EN2 would have been great. I know. That's what I said we were going to do. And like, I could have played it out to try to dodge that, but then it walks into Abrupt Decay or K-Com or anything like that. These decks are really hard to have cards like that against. Because so frequently it's like, well, you're damned if you do and you're damned if they don't. If you don't. We do have Solitude and Yorion coming up if we hit another land, so that's good-ish. This is just one of those situations where I constantly feel like I'd rather be on the other side of the table, which is just not fun. I feel like the Jund deck is pretty favored in this matchup. Maybe it's not, but it feels like it is. All right, good draw. Very good draw. And I don't need to do this at instant speed, so let's not. I'll take the hit from Goyf this turn rather than allow them to use... I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I'm going to say it does. It's my stream. I say it makes sense, her. Well, that's annoying. So now I can't flicker my Solitude. But I do get to flicker the Spreading Seas, so that's going to be good enough. They can... If they lure us into Bauble, we get to get them pretty good here. Doesn't look like they're going to, but they could. Yeah, they didn't have to do anything here. But I do. Sigh. Master Thopterist. And I'd like have to Helix the Renin 6? Jesus. Yeah, I'm off it. Alright. Well, that was that was a really tough round 3, but a brutal round 4. We just got trashed by Jund. I don't know if I had like the wrong attitude, like the way I was approaching the game, or if we just had some like really bad draws against them. Having an 80 card deck against what they can do is just really tough. I guess we never drew a the one Prismatic Ending I drew I used on a Ragavan, and then they played a Renin 6 and it was like, oh my god, right. Yeah, and it's like the E on 2 was going to be great, and then they thought seized us, and it's like, it is what it is. We're against JK Torborg. Okay, should be on Enduring Ideal. So that means this hand is garbage. This hand is not good, but I'm going to keep it. Jund Sagavan. The popular Jund deck. I mean, you can like it or dislike it, but that is what people will typically mean when they refer to Jund right now. Yeah, it's going all right, Poncer. We 5-0'd with Kaya's Guidance on E-Tron, and then we're struggling a little bit on the control deck, the 80-card Yorion Chalice Control Tempo Midrange deck, whatever you want to call this. We were 2-0, and then we ran into a really weird Elementals deck, and they got us in Game 3. Just kind of out of a bad draw, and then we got wrecked by Jund Sagavan just now. Which, you know, it is what it is. That's fine. And this should be a pretty bad matchup for us, honestly. I think. Unless I draw the right mixture of counter magic. And or Teferi. Wargate for 0. So this is going to get Lotus Bloom. But we can Brazen Borrower it. We drew all 3 Colonnades. Not my favorite. Get out of here. What the hell is this deck or that deck? The deck I'm against is like Wargate Enduring Ideal. So Enduring Ideal is a 7-mana epic spell that searches your library for an enchantment at the beginning of each turn and puts it directly into play. So he's trying to ramp to that. Yeah, he's been playing this deck since they stopped giving him his money back for the fact that Spell Shift combo was broken. I'll get the Steam Vents, I guess. Yeah, Spell Shift with Adventure. He had a deck where you played a card called Spell Shift with Adventure creatures, and you got a kill out of that. It's a bit convoluted, but all right. And then I think Teferi just beats him for multiple reasons. Yeah. He might have an out for it, but I have a counterspell. It's also going to blank the Lotus Bloom that's coming off in a couple turns. And I think epic spells don't work against Teferi, but the problem is I have to counter the first one. I can't let the Enduring Ideal resolve because I'm pretty sure I can get an answer for Teferi. So, actually, yeah, next turn we'll bounce our own. No, I should have bounced my own Omen of the Sea this turn. I'll do it next turn. Also, Hugo, this song's a banger. This is Infected Mushrooms Becoming Insane. It's really good. Six mana. Dovescape. I could just let this resolve and then bounce it. But I might as well just counter and bounce my Omen. That makes more sense. Because I have to find a counter for their potential next play. Also, they might not have a good next play. Infected Mushrooms is an acquired taste? Doesn't sound like it to me. I mean, now that there are lyrics, it definitely seems different than it did initially. That's not what I meant to do. But I can take them off of enough white mana to cast Ideal. That is not what I wanted. Guess we have to go shields down. Actually, Enduring Ideal might only be 2 white. I know it's 7, but yeah, it's only 2 white. Shit. Let's see if I draw my one of Force Negation. That ain't it. Any world where to take the Temple Garden? I just needed to take them off white. That's the only thing I was caring about. I didn't pay attention to any of their other colors because I have no idea what they could be playing. I just needed to reduce the amount of white that they had, but it didn't actually matter because they still have 2. So it may very well have been better to do the Temple Garden because it probably doesn't matter how much blue they have either. I think they're only splashing. They're splashing blue and they're splashing red. It's primarily white green. So I just didn't consider what was optimal. I just did the thing that made sense. I attacked them on the right sort of way. So they have the 7. So they can Enduring Ideal once. And then if the first time they do it, it has an answer for Teferi, we're going to get got. Unless I draw another Teferi. No, they don't have it. Wargate for 2? I don't know what this is getting, but Sterling Grove. Okay, that makes sense. Should have gone upkeep Scry. But that's okay. Resto Spreading Seas. Neither of those are good enough. Not good enough. Yikes. So they could get 9 lives to buy themselves a bunch of time? Did not. Interesting. Oh, they already had it. Got it. So now this is going to be tough. Counter magic still works, though. Like that. Gotta beat a 9 lives here, friends. We gotta beat a 9 lives. What are you up to, JK? Second 9 lives. That gives him twice as much time. But it's probably fine. Solemnity. That one I can't let resolve. Yeah, J.K. Torborg's deck's sweet. I think I 4-1'd with it. Like, not recently, but like a while back. Like within the last couple months, and it was a good time. Actually, I think it was in the pre-MH2 format. But it was a good time. It's a cool deck. Oh, I should grab Yorion. Yeah. Ah, let me get you off the battlefield. You're useless. You don't mean anything. Sprawl. That's fine. J.K. Torborg, you'll always remember this as the day where you almost survived against dirtily tempo blue-white. Yeah, I think we're in a really good position with Teferi here and the Omen. Omen of the Seas. Omen of the Seas. Omen of the Seas. Did not want that, but that's okay. One of the bees? No, not the bees, Kaya. Not the bees. Omen of the sea. Omen of the sea. Hall of Heliod's Generosity. And I just bottomed a Field of Ruin. Better find one quick. Because, okay. So, bottom, top, Deluge. I have one in the graveyard. Yeah, we can counterspell, but like we can't counterspell. There we go. We can't counterspell forever. It's just, I don't want to have to deal with the Hall for infinity, because I will eventually get beat by it. So they can put one thing on top one time. Then I Prismatic Ending their Sterling Grove. So if they want to tutor with that, then they shuffle away the thing they put on top. So it's all good. They put Solemnity on top. Go figure. Oh, Man of the Seas. Sorry, I saw CS, which was counterspells. They're already gonna shuffle the thing that goes on top because of the field. I don't know. I'm gonna get the Grove off the battlefield. If they fetch another Grove, it means they're decking faster. I don't know. I don't know, Kaya. But you're right. I know you're right. So they put a Solemnity on top. Works. That works. That was a long walk to get to the same joke opponent. Boop. Is there a 5 and 1 on the... on the 9 lives? Field is good. Your Teamer Wreck opponent is enjoying your Teferi and rest in peace? I'll bet they are. I'll bet they are. So I can Wall of Omens plus flashback Deluge this turn. And then Yorion next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can also play the Wall of Omens. Second Wall of Omens. I played one already. Another counterspell? Solitude. That's fine. 9 lives buying a lot of time. Not enough, though. Not enough. We can power through. Especially with the Memory Deluge. Finally casting Enduring Ideal? What is this? Wargate for like 8 or 7? Opponent's going to maximum Wargate. It's like Stargate up in this B. Okay. So bounce Omen, play Omen. Neither of those are great, but I guess I'll keep the resto. I guess we'll just Memory Deluge again, because playing Yorion here is more of a risk. I do get to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Scry 2, but Deluge is probably just better. Uh-oh. He found a heater. Alright. 7 digs. Charm. You draw 6? Oh, yeah. All right, so we were just going to draw all of those and have it anyway and have a faster clock. I'm trying to play this game at the same time as trying to count up all the crap, and I'm just failing. As we all know I will. From time to time. This does not make them untargetable? So they go to 7 and... Sorry, 8 and 4. So they're dead next turn. Well, you're right on this turn. That's what we will do. This is the most extreme Yorion I have ever resolved. Alright, triggers. Alright. So scry first. Oh, they did to fire. No, it's only a single damage source. It doesn't cause 2 counters to go on to a. Opponent says the 16th Deluge hadn't quite dashed your hopes yet. Yeah, Dr. Jones is a banger. All right, so we're gonna scry 2, then draw. There's a veto, and then draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if 1 9 lives goes to 9, they lose, but they can just put the counters on the other one. So, I had already attacked them, right? And if I fire them twice there, they just go to 8 and 5 instead of 8 and 3. It's not enough. But after the next turn, it would be. Get the vetoes and EE. Yeah, EE actually kills them with a 9 lives out. That's kind of funny. We just don't want the verdicts. Everything else is middling to acceptable. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But with Chris Pratt's voice, because that's what people want Mario to sound like. Mario, we have to save the princess. What? No, man. Come on. I don't want to save no princess. God, I don't know what I want a Mario movie to be like. You know what? Maybe like the Lego movie, it'll be amazing. That's the hope, right? Who's writing it? Who's writing the Mario movie? Maybe it'll be really good. This is a really bad hand against Enduring Ideal. Except for Spreading Seas killing a Sprawl and Fire Ice buying me time. Yeah, I'll keep this. We'll see what happens. Spreading Seas and Fire Ice buy time. Maybe enough. Being on the draw, you know, it is what it is. They took a mulligan, though. There we go. Do you feel 8 resto targets enough in the 80 card deck? Are there only 8 resto targets? That doesn't sound right. I mean, I could go look, but that doesn't sound right. But so far, it hasn't felt wrong. So let's ice, because it cuts them off of actual factual mana. Who's in the painting behind me? I have no idea. It's a painting I bought in Mexico. And it's 2 dragons fighting, but when you zoom out to this distance, it looks like a woman. So it's awesome. It's like really like goofy kind of 70s metal. It's just my pace. It's like just my kind of thing. Yeah. I actually didn't know for the longest time there was a woman's face in it. I only saw the dragons because I only saw the painting up close, and then when I got it home and I put it on the wall, I looked from a distance and I was like, oh my god, there's a woman's face in there. I had no idea. Not afraid to tell ya. Yeah, there's dragons. Yeah. There's 2 dragons like about to fight, basically. Or they look like they're going to fight. So let's draw Veto or Counterspell. Yikes. Okay. So we do this. And then we draw Veto. Perfect. Cool. Thanks, deck. You always know what I need. Let's dish one of these Wall of Omens. Get Island, just in case he's on Blood Moon now. I don't think that he is, but he could be. Okay. Sterling Grove, huh? Okay. Your enchantments have Uber Shroud forever. Until we find the 1 engineer explosives. Yeesh. Hand is a little bit stacked. Anyone think that this hand is good? Might be okay. I guess if they have a second Boseiju, it would be kind of funny because they legend rule the first one and sort of unlock their Boseijus. It's pretty funny. Hey, got it with a shotgun. How's it going? The number of resto targets has never felt like it's a problem with this deck in any way, for those who asked. They don't have a 9 lives this game. Everything's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 2 counters even after I resolve a Teferi. So let's resolve a Teferi. Yeah, and I didn't plus it. Probably doesn't matter. Just trying to play quickly. But I'm being sloppy. It's okay. I'll get more used to it. Getting that grinder mentality on, baby. Bonus says he may have punted really hard there. All right. Something big's going down. Boop. All right, we'll kill him next turn, so no reason to colonnade this turn. Okay, my hand is 7 counters. I have 8 mana, so I can play 5. All right. So we got the 3-2 there. I got wrecked by Jun Sagavan, which I don't think actually should be as bad of a matchup as it looked like, but, you know, we just got rinsed, and that happens. And then I played against the wacky Elementals deck with Spyro. We went to game 3, and they just had a draw that just ate me alive, right? They just had, like, the double Ephemerate 2 games in a row where I just couldn't beat it. Which is fine. Like, that's something that can happen to these kind of control decks. So it's all good. But yeah, so I like this deck a lot. It's fun to play. Pretty powerful. Pretty well positioned in the meta, but 80 cards means you're going to have some inconsistent games from time to time, which is fine. Like, I think Yorion's worth it. I think the general flat power level of this deck is good. Someone said there's only 8 creatures that Resto can target in this deck, and that might be a problem, but there's only 3 Restoration Angels, so that's not really a problem. Yeah, JK Torborg, we just had a draw that just like ate you alive. Also, I knew exactly what you were going to be on in the first game, so I was able to ship a hand that was just like not going to work against you. So yeah, enjoy, JK. Anyway, if you are in the future watching this on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my other videos you're interested in, and I will see you there.